This is the new Audi RS3, and the A3 and S3 models are normally the go-to for the younger adults, getting into the luxury world of sports cars. Very popular indeed for ages 18 to 35 years old. Also, remember to subscribe for the latest updates regarding the world of cars. Be sure to smash that like button too, because it really does mean a lot. This machine has got lots of grunt to show it around, and in this video, I'm going to be telling you guys everything you need to know about this new 2022 Audi RS3. Audi is one of those designers where detail doesn't change too much through the models, A model to S line all the way to RS. However, the exterior design features do really stand out when you pay close attention. The huge flared out front grille is now even lower than before, and the headlights being slightly stretched. The additional carbon detail at the front outlines the aggression with its huge mouth. The same effect can be found on the rear bumper too. Extra parts of carbon finished off with two large oval pipes, always found across all the RS models. If you paired a lighter colour, let's say white or yellow, with the dark black carbon trim, this will stand out even more, shouting, "Look at me, I'm an RS." The wheel arches are now wider than ever before, being 265 at the front. In UK designs, the RS models come with aluminium elements on the bumpers, window shuts and mirrors. You can however upgrade to the Carbon Sports and Vorsprung models for even more choice. The Audi RS3 engine isn't the same as say the RS6, with a thirsty V8 featuring twin turbochargers strapped to it, but it does come close indeed. The car has a turbocharged 2.5 litre 5-cylinder engine, producing 401 brake horsepower, which is exactly the same as a 2019 BMW M2 competition. With Audi engines though, you can easily stage and remap these to produce well over 500 horsepower. Audi have been known to not be the most responsive cars either, with turbo lag being a huge problem on these models, especially in the S-lines, featuring only a low-end turbo. With the gearbox, it features a 7-speed dual clutch, but when thrown into manual mode, it's very disappointing. If you're doing the shift changes yourself, you'll find a very delayed response, and even the engine holding it just half a second too long on the red line. With the fantastic sound of that RS producing from that 2.5 litre, the 0 to 60 mile an hour is even more impressive. It takes the RS3 just 3.4 seconds to do that run, with the quarter mile taking 11.7 seconds and reaching a speed of around 119 miles an hour when doing so. The sound from the RS Audis, I feel, have a great tone to them. It's not too loud or deafening compared to the rich tone you may get from a BMW M Sport, but still much clearer with the 5-cylinder engine to what you may get from a rival such as a Mercedes A45S. Furthermore, the Quattro system on the Audis are one of the most impressive on the market. With launch control, it sticks its line and throws you back into your seat, with no time at all hitting the red line and pinging through those gears. With the turbochargers being more responsive on the AMGs over the RSs, Audi, you might have a little bit of work to do sorting that turbo lag. Please. On paper, Audi has stated the RS3 will do an average of 20 miles to the gallon for you city folk, and those long distance motorway drivers will reach a high of around 28.5 miles to the gallon. However, if you're not as heavy right footed and do enjoy a long drive, you will reach as high as 33 miles to the gallon. Not so impressive compared to the BMW M2 and Mercedes A45S, reaching around the same. You'll find driving this machine in eco or comfort mode that the car will want to reach higher gears more quickly, and the engine will want to coast, shutting off even if you're travelling at high speeds of 70 miles an hour downhill. Cruise control on the car is great too, not being aggressive, but gently increasing and decreasing speeds on longer drives. Personally, I prefer this, as the drive is more smoother and softer. The 2022 RS3 has come with some chassis changes. The more noticeable ones are the refined levels which you feel from the smoother road surfaces. You feel yourself gliding along like a hot knife through butter. Leading us to the more poor surfaces, Audi have reinfused their chassis to make it less hard on your ass. Reporters have said the best setting to drive is comfort mode, with the chassis being more quiet and calmer without it having to be remote. You will find a great balance between the ride height and body control, as it makes other hatchback cars, like a VW Golf R, feel like handling a bus. And it goes even further than that. You want to push the RS to its limits? By boy you can. Select RS Performance mode and it's designed to be thrown around corners at speed. It's amazing how it still remains calm and composed with an extra layer for you to throw it into the mix. Everything just stiffens up. Let the car find its balance from corner to corner and it will be much smoother on the exits, compared to being so hard on and off the accelerator, leading you to play nicely with the RS's torque. Throwing the boost power to 100 out of a corner, it pings you like a rocket, with 100% power and torque being sent to the rear axle drive shaft. Audi kept it similar with the interior to the previous models, with the RS3 model looking simple, sleek and clean from the inside. It pulled together a whole new design back in 2021, and now Audi have pulled this back to the interior again. It might not be all new designs and fancy like the chassis with this model, still don't fix what ain't broke. I do enjoy the flat surfaces with the Audi interior design. It's pleasing to the human eye and leaves sharp edges too, giving that luxury car sports feel. Arguably though, compared to the 2016 to the 2020 interior design, this used expensive, solid interior designs. Now Audi have let us down by going back to cheap materials that look luxurious but just don't feel it. However, the top part of the dashboard and door handles do feel kind of soft. With the carbon sports models, you can get carbon finished interior parts, with some nice glossy black dash console and centre parts. The only leather in this car is the steering wheel and seats, which just puts that cherry on top, allowing the car to just gradually bring itself into the luxurious bracket for this interior. With this being a German car, you would think the interface would be high quality too, but we haven't seen any amazing improvements that have blown our minds as of yet, though it is easy to use and clear for all ages. The RS3 now comes with heads-up display, but is an additional option you need in the upgrade technology package. Though below the central touchscreen, you can find climate controls which are now physical buttons. Compared to the A6 and A7 models which are on a virtual screen, I personally do prefer this option, as you know if it has registered your command. Nevertheless, one thing that does annoy me, which we're seeing a lot more of on these modern sports cars these days, is the little tiny gear selector in the automatic modes. I get the feeling Audi are trying to reduce everything in the interior so they can add more buttons over the years to come, and even on these models too. So what's the verdict? Should you consider buying one of these new 2022 Audi RS's? With the starting prices being at £55,000, with some few added extras thrown in, you can even go up to as high as £60,000. The Carbon Sports package upgrade is an additional £4,600, giving you the dynamic front and rear indicators, matte black 5Y 19-inch alloy wheels in place of the standard model ones, the RS exhaust sound, matrix LED headlights, a black roof, some glossy features and much more. I would personally use your money for a Mercedes A45S or for BMW's new M2 competition, as I feel you can get more fun from these, but if you're looking for a reliable car that can be fun at times on longer journeys, then this is the car for you. If you're much younger and you just want a louder car with a bit of a statement, then this really isn't the car for you.